And let me share my presentation with you. And please, at any time, if you have a question, put it in the chat and let's get started. Okay, can everybody see that? Fernanda, can you see that? Can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see that, but it's a little bit strange. It's like just half of the slides.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
seems like
it's
it's
like broken.
halfway.
Okay, let's try that again. I'm glad I asked.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
This is Naif Al-Ajlan.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, are we good now?
Yes, we are good now.
Okay, is this thing in your way? Okay. So I want to get started by welcoming you. And I wanted to put global citizen because to me, this is really the core of our new sort of concept of global alumni. We are mobile, we move from country to country, we're engaged internationally. So I feel like what used to be international alumni and relations has more of a global tone to it these days. So first I'll talk about what is a global alumni. And what we're really talking about when we say that is people with international experience and global perspective. So in the past, we used to think of international alumni as only international students or only, those alumni who are living in other countries abroad. But we know the reality is that some of us go home, some of us stay, some of us move more than once. So it's really, the idea is to make global alumni a lot more expansive and a lot more inclusive as well. So when we talk about global alumni, we mean international students, study abroad participants, visiting scholars, anyone living abroad, and those also who are engaged in things like research, business, and humanitarian efforts in the country. So in terms of our vision, I really think that what we want is an interconnected network of USF alumni, students, and allies. So it's not about having an isolated chapter anymore. It's about making sure that we're connecting with members no matter where they live. They can be a part of Network Saudi Arabia and connecting with current students, incoming students, and people who are interested in making a contribution. So the purpose is really to connect our global citizens to one another, to students, and to support USF World's programming and global engagement. If you were an international student at USF, if you studied abroad, if you did a number of the global initiatives that USF provides, you were helped and supported by USF World. So being able to give back to that department, being able to contribute in any way is really important so that current students and alumni have increased opportunities. So now we know basically who are global alumni. So let's talk about what this new idea of a global network is. So it's really a group of alumni from the network country, in the network country, or they have an interest in the network country. So in the terms of Saudi Arabia, that would be alumni who are in Saudi Arabia, alumni who are from Saudi Arabia, no matter where they are. They can be in the United States, they can be in Europe, other parts of Asia, or they may be engaged in international trade. They may be engaged in business, or they may be engaged in research in Saudi Arabia. We don't want to separate those people anymore. We want to include them in the network to, optimize and maximize the benefits for everyone engaged. So to help structure these networks, we've come up with a lot of ideas, and I'm very open to hearing your feedback, your personal thoughts on how we can make this work best. I wanted to give us something to start with, and these are some of my ideas. We would have one network director for Saudi Arabia, but we can have multiple network coordinators and contacts, and those might be regionally based. We can look at the data. We can see where are the geographic hubs of Saudi Arabian alumni, and we can see like, okay, maybe we need a network coordinator and a contact here and a network coordinator and a contact in Tampa Bay. So we can talk about that, but we will be strategic and make sure that it's very clear who has which responsibilities and makes decisions in particular areas. So in terms of those responsibilities, just like an alumni chapter, there are requirements, but we tried to think of requirements and responsibilities that would really serve to keep you connected to one another, keep you connected to USF, and give you a structure that's sort of minimizes the amount of decision making and everything that has to be done on the side on the part of the network management. So for example, supporting 2 recruitment efforts per year, that can be a phone call with a prospective student, it can be an email exchange, or you might attend, some kind of recruitment event. We're very flexible in how you can meet these requirements, but these are just some basic things that we want to accomplish every year as a network. And there are so many ways to do it, and we give you plenty of ideas and support. You can do cultural events, professional events, just some fun. You can welcome, new students that are going to be coming to USF. You can welcome new members to the group, tons of things that we can do. So in terms of the timeline, we also try to keep it very clear and give you a structure that makes it easier to manage this network. So we divide the year in half, and in January, that's when you have a planning meeting, and that's when you attend the Global Network Leadership Assembly, which I can do and tell you about later. We also have from February to June, you have one network event, one recruitment effort, and one student engagement opportunity. Does that mean that everybody in the network has to do it? No, but as a network, you want to meet these basic benchmarks to keep everybody engaged. And it's the same thing in the second half of the year. In July, we're going to organize a planning meeting and attend a network assembly. And in August through December, you have time to do that. So overall, especially if you're in the leadership team, I estimate that it's about 3 hours or less of time per month. And then per year, if you do the math, that's less than a full week of work for the entire year that you would be spending on these types of activities. If you're not on the management team, it would be even less. But this is what I predict for, what you need to be successful. All right, so you're putting in this time. Let's talk about the benefits. So we want you to stay connected, and we want you to know that your journey with USF doesn't have to end with graduation. You all know that because you have been meeting and you know each other, and you've already launched plenty of initiatives, but we just want to help support you. So overall, it's going to help with your personal and professional networks, especially now that we're being more expansive in who is the member of the network. It's going to give you access to industry talent. For example, if you own your own business or you manage people in your company, I have my own business that I run on the side of this job at USF, and I have come to USF and I have recruited multiple talented interns. You can come to find new hires. You can also network with other global leaders. So this is kind of one of the ways that we're adding another level of global engagement and networking. So twice a year, we will have a virtual event in which the leaders from Network Saudi Arabia can meet the leaders of Network Colombia, for example, or Network Brazil, or Network Canada. So we will have that opportunity that we offer so that you can connect and brainstorm with the leaders of other networks around the world. The other thing is that you can take a more active role with USF, if you're more interested in, being on a council, being at a round table, want to have a more direct, impact on the direction that the university has taken, we can help you get onto those committees, the ones that interest you, maybe in your field, maybe from your old department. That's something we can talk about. Okay, I think there might be someone with their, with their microphone on. You could help me by muting. Okay. All right, so another thing that I really want to build into this concept is some friendly competition and some very useful benchmarks. I think that a lot of these networks have a vested interest in becoming a community of support for current students and incoming students and young graduates. And so I've come up with kind of a tiered system. You can earn these levels of distinction as a network. So if you, let's say, meet all of your annual requirements, then that will put you at bronze. We are a bronze community of support, which means that you can move on to silver, which is establishing a mentorship program for students from Saudi Arabia. A green level would be raising $5,000 for student support funds. The support funds are like the International Student Emergency Relief Fund. So that's when international students come to us, and it happens all the time. They're having some kind of medical problem. They're having financial issues. They can't pay their rent. This fund, USF World uses to give money directly to them to help them. So raising money for that's exactly where the money would go. Or for study abroad fund, and that would be, for example, setting up a special partnership with a university for an exchange to help students learn more about your country and your culture. And finally, the gold, which is really the dream, is to have an endowed student scholarship established. Now, this could take, this is going to take several years to establish, but the idea would be that every year, Network Saudi Arabia is able to offer one or more students a scholarship, students from Saudi Arabia, a scholarship to attend USF. So I think this could be interesting to see, which networks are at which levels, and also just give the general program a structure to help you meet certain goals. And with each of these, the network also gets some kind of benefit. And again, these are my ideas, but I'm open to your ideas of like, we don't like these benefits, we want to try something else, or we want different goals. That's totally fine. I'm very open to anything you all want to contribute. These are just like a starting point for us. So for example, if the network reaches the level bronze, they will get a social media spotlight. They could get a university news article. They could meet the leadership at USF and maybe get a feature in the USF magazine when they establish that scholarship. And that's a magazine that is sent to hundreds of very influential people here in this area and other big donors for the university. So again, we can come up with different ideas, but I do want to tie activity and achievement to benefits for members of the network and the leadership team. All right, so those are a lot of ideas. I just want to end this by saying that the whole point of making the structure and engaging you and involving you and in the planning is so that we can support the team. It's not going to be, you guys doing this all by yourself. We can provide you with information about potential members. We can give you data. We can give you contact information. We can give you, marketing materials. We can help you market events, things like that. So we can connect you with subject matter experts. If you want a speaker, we can do all kinds of things to help you through this process. And we are definitely helping you with all the small things like sign-in sheets and forms and all of that. And we can give you even more than that, just based on our conversations and your ideas. Okay, so now I would love to open up the floor if you would like to turn your cameras on, say hello, give us your honest feedback. We are going to be taking notes. You're welcome to put things in the chat as well. So let us know where you're coming from, where you're joining us from in the chat, so that we can see where everybody is. And yeah, let me open this up to you for comments.
Well, thank you. It's a nice presentation. I would go first. My name is Khalid Al-Gannas. I graduated from USF back in 2006, so it's been a quite long time. I like the idea. I was really surprised to hear from USF International reaching to other. First of all, specifying Saudi alumni, and then reaching out to all the USF graduates. So it's a nice gesture from USF. I wish it would have happened, earlier. But I mean, better late than never. We have many students. As myself, I know a couple of more than several actually Saudi USF graduates, and we've been meeting from time to time. Friendship plays a big role in that, as well as probably promoting USF from time to time to some new students who are looking to join or studying abroad. Yes, there are lots of I would say hiccups or obstacles. Communication point of view plays a big role. To tell you the truth, I forgot all the international advisors. I believe I can't recall. So this plays a big role in having a clear, I would say, clear proposition to those new students to approach USF, as well as they have to get approval from the Ministry of Education here in order for them to apply for any school in the US. That's part of the requirement within Saudi Arabia. Maybe that's why you might see that most of the Saudi students that already have scholarship, and rarely they are on personal or I would say other type of method of payment, or the family or whoever is sponsoring them. I just wanted to shed light upon this. That's it. These are some of the comments. I love the idea. It will help definitely, strengthen the network. It will definitely help us, reach to some new faces that I have never met, and this goes as well to their side. I have one question. May I know what triggered this initiative?
Yes, well, probably when they hired me, that was the first. That was the first trigger. Originally, I was hired just to work with global alumni, and the position had been empty for about 1.5 years, and I was reviewing how things had been done previously, and I wanted to bring a more innovative approach to connecting people, alumni, to one another and to the university. So it was really, I would say it was an intentional, objective of USF Worlds, that felt like we really need to remain connected and reconnect with our alumni, because the more we see how successful and active our alumni are, we realize we should really engage them more with our current students, find ways to develop programming and initiatives that benefit both the alumni and the students. So it was a very intentional decision by the department. Anyone else that would like to give us your thoughts?
Yes, hi, if I may. First of all, can I ask your name? I have it. I have you here as a host, but I'm sorry I didn't get your name.
Sorry, it's Vanessa.
Vanessa, my name is Anas Iskandarani. I'm probably the veteran of USF here. I graduated in class 1991, finance. So I'm an old-timer. Just to express my appreciation to USF, I sent my daughter in 2014 to USF from Saudi Arabia.
Wow, wonderful.
And she graduated in electrical engineer, very close to an honor. So I am committed to USF. I'm happy for this gathering. Khalid, thank you for the introducing yourself. I think this is a great and wonderful event. There are a lot of things that are interesting about what you're doing, but I think you need to add some more benefits to members. I realize here that participants are very limited. I know there are a lot more people who graduated from USF.
I'm excited to hear your ideas for benefits.
Globally, there's an issue with jobs. I think this is the first and the best eye-opener. It will get everybody's attention. If the network somehow is designed to help one another in job placement and finding opportunities, whether locally or internationally, I think that will be an add-on. It will be a good benefit to highlight, to motivate people, not necessarily for personal benefit, but for others, for relatives, for friends. I have no worry about that. I'm not expressing this opportunity for myself. I'm closer to retirement, so I'm done. I'm fine. But for other people, other friends, other colleagues, I think I see people suffering today. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
If you're looking for a job, I can think of some things for you. You can help with this network.
As I said, I'm done with jobs. I'm close to retirement. I'm done. I'm done with jobs. But as I said, I have a lot of friends, a lot of colleagues, co-workers who are interested in replacing their jobs, finding new opportunities, and it's becoming harder. And I think this is a global issue. Khalid, you made the introduction, and thank you for that. But please let me know if you share the same concern. I'm in a managerial level. I have staff beneath me, and I see people sometimes have, they want to look for better opportunities, and they open up to me and we talk. It's not that I'm their boss. They're squared within my department, so I hear their concern. I realize how they want to elevate, how they want to get on with their career, where they are in better places, better positions, in better roles that fit their backgrounds. I am connected with a lot of headhunters. So the resources are there, the ideas are there, but opportunities are very limited. And now that it's becoming very difficult, it makes it hard for people who have less connections or limited network to have opportunities. To us as USF family, maybe we can help each other. Maybe we can help other US graduates, fresh graduates, or people who are already on the job to find an opportunity, whether in the same place where we work or through other people. So that's networking basically. So from the presentations that you showed, Vanessa, and thank you for the informative slides that you shared. Me as recipient, as an audience, I felt like the objective of this gathering is geared more toward finding more students or sending more students to USF. So it is a benefit to USF, and no doubt, my daughter was the first. I sent my daughter, so I don't shy away from that, and I'm not against that. But to the average audience, it's something that is more geared towards sending people to USF, but there are limited benefits to the USF graduates. There are, you propose events throughout the year. Yes, it's limited, 3 hours per month, 36 hours per year, but the objective of that is more geared toward helping people attend USF, helping new students to enroll in USF, or help them get a scholarship to USF. So it's all geared towards one direction. And for a network like this, it has to be well balanced, where there are benefits to USF, but yet also at the same time, there are recognized and rewarding benefits to the participant or to the members of the network. I'm sorry if I expressed myself too long, but it's just
This meeting more, but I do.
that's all my observation and my recommendation, again, to summarize in few words. Let's have more benefits to the network members.
No, thank you so much for your comments. I really appreciate it. The purpose of this meeting is to get feedback. That is the #1 purpose. The other thing is that I do want to say that I think I miscommunicated the importance of the recruitment part or the supporting of incoming students. That is really only a small part of our objectives here. Most networks are interested in supporting students, but the purpose of the network is not to bring more students to USF. The purpose of the network is to connect people, and that means networking for our graduates. That is sort of the overarching goal. And part of that is connecting alumni with students and with incoming students to show them that they have a community of support during their time at USF and after USF. But I would not say that that is the primary objective of the network. That's why we have the ideas of doing the global leadership meetings to provide high-level networking between the leadership team of Network Saudi Arabia and the other global networks. That doesn't involve students at all. The other requirements for the network are also based on interactions between alumni and not the students. So I just want to make that clear because I think I miscommunicated earlier. So networking is definitely one of the primary objectives of having the network. That's why we call it a network, by the way. Instead of calling it a chapter or a society, I chose the word network very deliberately because it's both a noun and a verb, and it's very clear what the objective of it is, and that is to network and to build a network, right? Does anyone else have any feedback, any ideas that you want to throw out there? What kind of benefits you would be interested in having in Network Saudi Arabia or activities? The other thing I want to say is that we are launching global networks in various parts of the world, but I do expect each one to have its own unique flavor, and that's why I think it's so important to have different people come to the table to express what their needs and interests are. So it may be that Saudi Arabia or Network Saudi Arabia is very different from Network Colombia or Network Brazil, because the members will have different needs and different interests, and that's okay. So that's why I've brought you all here, because I want to know what you think.
Well, allow me, I just want to introduce myself. And my name is Khalid Al-Khalid, and I graduated from USF 2010. I was there when Adel Gannas graduated as well. So well, I am part of his network as well. So and also we do have, I believe, I recognize Naif Al-Ajlan as well. He's one of our colleague from that era, from 2010, 2011. I'm really happy for the gathering. Actually, I was looking forward to it, and I believe it will benefit us all in gathering, as you mentioned, as Khalid mentioned, as Anas mentioned. It will connect people and allow us to also expand our network and to seek opportunities, and also to see what we have to offer to our fellow alumni, and also to see how we can help and contribute to the chapter or the network of Saudi Arabia, USF. Thank you, Vanessa, for the fruitful slides that you presented, and I'm really excited and looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your comments. Nawaf, do you want to come on and say a few words, share your thoughts, on this idea? I know you and I spoke, before you even left USF. So it would be wonderful to hear what you think. And perhaps, though you're a graduate, you're a recent grad, you can give us a little bit of what you think the student perspective might be. I would have loved to have student leaders here present, but I believe that the Saudi Arabian Student Association has had some trouble being organized because of the pandemic. But I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts, Nawaf?
Hi, Vanessa, and hi, everyone. Just to introduce myself, my name is Nawaf Al-Nomasi. I just graduated with my PhD in civil engineering in 2020 during the pandemic. And I was working with Vanessa on this networking before I left Tampa. Vanessa continue working on this chapter, and she did a great job connecting us tonight. And for the Saudi Student Association, Vanessa, they got a new e-board member recently, I think last week. So I will put you in touch with the new e-board members. Also, I have nothing to add because we have worked a lot with the idea, and I would be happy to hear from others.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi again, I'm Naif Al-Ajlan. I graduated in 2011, electrical engineering. Actually, the great idea, it's about meeting old, like let's say classmates, and even meet the people who's seniors, like Khalid Al-Gannas, Mr. Anas. Khalid Al-Gannas, I met him like just once or twice. When I joined USF, he graduated that year. Mr. Anas, it's a great to meet senior people. And I would recommend that, Mr. Anas, if I were you, I will retire yesterday, actually, to enjoy the life, actually traveling there and there, enjoy my time relaxing, because I'm sure you did a great job. Unless you're gonna work, and I can retire tomorrow. If I can, I would do it. So Vanessa, thank you very much for taking initiative. And I would like to mention something. It's some of our friends, or let's say classmates who used to be in USF, they really didn't know about this, and some of them thought it's like a spam or something, because it's a new idea. So, and no one even know what's going on. What's the purpose of this meeting. So I think it's a great idea to start from here, so we can call our colleagues also, or our friends. I mean, you know, it's a long time been saying classmates, so it's colleagues now. So let's say our old friends from USF. Also, LinkedIn, it's a great way to find people as well. So thank you, Vanessa. I'm really happy to meet all of you. We're happy for this nice meeting, actually, nice initiative, and wish you best of luck.
Thank you so much, Nag, for that. Those are great comments, because I can see, you know, how this network will have different priorities and differ from other networks, and that's exactly what we want. And what I would like to do is schedule a meeting in January and invite everybody again, and any of you who are willing to reach out to your old friends, your classmates, to have them attend. That will be wonderful. You know, we did do the best that we could. I know a lot of things look like spam, and we actually have a very long list on LinkedIn of Saudi Arabian alumni that we identified and created a special lead list. But you know, it's hard to get through to people, but I'm really pleased that you all made it here, and you can tell all these people that this isn't like phishing you know, spam thing, and that we are very serious about helping to support this network and taking your ideas and really just taking a step back and letting you make the decisions about what you want and how you want to do it, and just allowing us to help you accomplish those goals. So thank you for your comments. They're all very helpful. Is there anyone else on the call that would like to give some input? So shy.
Vanessa, are you gonna have a time for each call that we make? Are you gonna specify the duration of the meeting that we're gonna have? So this way we know, you know, whether to talk more or limit our discussions. When we invite people, at least we'll have more information to give them. On my side, I have a brother who graduated from USF. He's not in here. And I have two cousins that are also not here. So definitely I will tell them, I will invite them. But how is this going to be prepared? Is it going to be monthly, and how long? What's the duration for each session?
So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the January meeting. And in that meeting, we can make a decision about how you want to move forward. So if you're in the Saudi LinkedIn group, is everybody in the Network Saudi Arabia LinkedIn group? That will be great. That will be our platform to communicate with you. So when I set that meeting, we can even collaborate or make a decision now if you want on, you know, the time of day that makes the most sense for you. And in that meeting, we will discuss, okay, how are we going to organize? When do we want to meet? I will give you a framework that you can work with. And then you guys can make decisions about, okay, this works, this doesn't, let's move this around. So the first step will be another meeting and reach out to more people to get them to join the LinkedIn group. If each of you can, you know, invite your brothers, cousins, friends, old friends, classmates, all of them, let's get them onto the LinkedIn group. That will facilitate the communication. So we will have a platform to work with, and that will help us to make decisions.
Great, thank you.
Welcome. Okay, well, if we don't have any more comments, I have one more special request, and that would be to take a picture of us with beautiful smiling faces. Now, if I expect you to turn your camera back on, and anyone else that isn't too shy to turn your camera on for just a moment, and we will. Fernanda, are you able to take the shot for us? Okay. All right. Yay.
Three,
I agree.
US graduate.
3, 2, in 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect.
All right, thank you so much.
Ta-da. Another one?
Okay, one more.
Yes, in 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you.
Also want you
Vanessa, could you please send us the presentation that you have just presented just now? I would really appreciate it. Also, I would like to highlight, if we meet in January, we can just align the network vision and mission clearly. So it is it's very easy to be understood by all members, I would say, the network members, or even for future members. I mean, the presentation is very nice. It just takes you from where it started and where it wants to be. But the vision and mission of those of the network itself, it will help a lot. And also afterwards, maybe in January, when we meet again, I don't know, do you have a plan when the network will starts actual start date of the network, or when it's going to be officially announced as a network?
in January. I mean, it's officially starting right now with all of us. But in January,
Okay.
I agree with you. I think it's a wonderful first activity actually to do as a group, to define the mission and the vision of the, together, because I want people to be invested in whatever that is, and make sure that it's something, like you said, that everybody understands and identifies with.
That's great.
We can do that in the first meeting in January, just kind of have a discussion, and there will be no presentation at that point. I'm going to be there to answer questions and help with the process, but it's something, will be a little bit more of a roundtable discussion for everyone to speak and be heard.
Great. Great.
Okay, any final questions, requests? Okay.
I would like to thank you all for all this effort and all the hard work to ensure that we made it today. This took a lot. I know it took you guys, especially. What time is it right now in Tampa? Is it like
It's
8?
12.
12.
Can you hear me?
12? 12. Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so actually I have some network problems here, so I almost can hear all of you, like a lot of breakings up coming and back, and I wish that my voice now is clear, so you can hear me well. Just I want to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Haidar, and I started my studying at USF in
Oh no.
2009, and I in 2011 my master in science of electrical engineering, and then I continued there at USF, and I got my PhD in electrical engineering in 2016, and also I got another degree from engineering management and a master in science of engineering management. I came back to my country. Also, I got a job here as an assistant professor in engineering college at the Prince Sultan bin Abdulaziz University. And to be honest, I am completely indebted to University of South Florida. I see University of South Florida as part of my success, if I am making success. So I'm proud of this part of this world, and I see it as a jewel in this world. Actually, I am as an assistant professor. We have we have a lot of purposes. We are talking about, so yeah, there is a call is making a lot of trouble for me now, but it's fine. Alumni is very important for the colleges, and also the colleges as well as are very important for the alumni. I would say that alumni can give the feedback to the colleges. They can also make a lot of good networking to the colleges. Also, I would say that as long as the alumni are going to get good positions in their work, so they are going to give a lot of advantages to the university they graduated from. I'm pretty sure that our university is so great that they are not going to, I would say that they are not going to look for alumni that they can get benefit of. So we are really proud of this university, but in our case, I would say that we want to be connected to the University of South Florida, so we can be proud of them. And I'm talking seriously. We are still following all of the news for Tampa, from the university itself. I'm talking about even from my previous group that I graduated of. We are still following all of those news, and we always feel proud of every single achievement that we see from our university. I would say that University of South Florida, and yeah, we are looking forward to having a lot of details about. I would say that maybe this is the first time that to see this kind of invitation, and I would say that even if this experience is going to have success, I wish also that maybe some other universities. I'm not sure about the university in the United States if they are doing the same thing to their alumni, but this is going to be great. I'm pretty sure it is going to be great, especially if it is official. I'm talking about if it's official from the University of South Florida. So yeah, we are looking for more details about this initiative, and make sure that I'm talking about myself. I am going to be completely supporting this initiative by anything that you guys are going to request from me. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Mohammed, for your enthusiasm in particular. I'm very happy to hear that. And I do encourage you and everyone else here in the meeting to share the link to the Saudi LinkedIn group so that we have a platform to communicate. I have placed my personal email in the chat. Also, please feel free to reach out to me directly with any kind of questions or ideas that you may have. So I'll just give one final thank you to all of you, and I wish you all a very good night over there in Saudi Arabia and wherever you are. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I recommend next meeting will be in Tampa, so you invite all of us in Tampa. Trust me, it will be a good meeting there.
I believe it.
Yeah, so
I like the idea.
because sometimes bad connections, network is not really good like today. So there we won't face those problems. We will be face to face.
Let me ask the vice president. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, we are just small group, so we will come there.
Okay. We'll talk about it in January. But yeah, thank you so much, and I hope I see you all soon. I'm really excited to work with you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.